What's going on, guys? This is the Kentucky Prime Sports Podcast. My name's Devin Hood here with Tyler, Burke, Stewart, Gibb, Austin, and Laser. It is officially Season 2, Episode 1.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, we missed the first 2 weeks of college football. You know, it happens. Things get busy. But we got Kentucky and Eastern Michigan going down this week.
Huge game.
Huge game. I mean, playoff implications in this game. Some would say this would be the second biggest game of the season for the Kentucky Wildcats.
For sure.
Might be the second and only win of the season.
I'm not going to say it's the second and only win. What are we kind of thinking about, this Kentucky-Eastern Michigan matchup?
It wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world if that is only our second win of the season.
We still play Tennessee Tech.
Okay.
We'll win 3.
Playoff team.
Maybe.
We'll win 3.
Maybe.
But, news came out yesterday. Cutter Boley is officially going to be starting for Kentucky. What do you guys think? Is Cutter Boley even going to have a chance to, make the offense look halfway decent?
I don't care. You can put Tom Brady back there in his prime. You can put Peyton Manning back there in his prime. As long as Bush Hammond is the one's calling the plays, it ain't going to matter who's under center.
Yeah, you're not going to use your quarterback. You're going to waste 40 seconds and run the ball 3 yards.
Tyler, what do you think? Is Cutter Boley going to be able to ignite the Kentucky offense?
I don't think so. I just want to see a clean operation. That's all I want to see tomorrow.
That would be ideal.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Gibb, thoughts on Cutter Boley?
I just want to see him go out and not panic
Yeah.
because of a play call and actually get snaps off versus having to waste like 2 timeouts in the first quarter.
I thought he looked pretty comfortable in the few plays he ran against Ole Miss. He seemed more confident than Calzada did in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, I will agree with that. He came out, that first drive, threw the ball deep, got the pass interference call. I thought he looked a lot more comfortable than Calzada, back there getting the ball ready to throw. I'm like you, though. I don't think it's going to make a difference who the quarterback is because the offensive play calling is terrible. I think that, stemmed, Mark Stoops said earlier in the week or last week after we lost Ole Miss, I don't touch the offense. I don't make, calls. I let Bush Hampton handle that. I don't believe that for a second.
No. Stoops is a big defensive-minded guy, and he's shown past years his defense can be really good, but it's always his offense that just seems to struggle early on.
Tyler, do you think he is hands-off on the offense?
I think he is to an extent until the pressure sneaks up and he wants control at that point. And I think that's what hurts us a lot of the times in the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah. Gibb, you think he is hands-off on the offense?
I'd say partially. I'd say he has like an idea of like, let's just,
See what
run
happens?
it all the time. Like, let's stay in that mindset and stick with, traditional Kentucky football.
Yeah.
But I definitely think he should have his hand in the cookie jar. He should be messing with it more, especially since, we've had many issues already.
You think he needs to be in it more?
I think if he's completely out of it at this point, I think he would need to step in and do something there.
Yeah, I think he's a liar. I think he has his hand all the way in the cookie jar and has 2 or 3 in his mouth already.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think Bush Hampton may not even be a real person. That may just be some guy they found on the streets of Lexington.
His mic's not even plugged in.
His mic's not plugged in. He's just got a blank piece of paper in front of him, and Mark Stoops is actually down there telling Cutter Boley it's 3rd and 9, we need a score, run it up the gut.
Yeah, like how do you go
40
through?
seconds first.
Yeah. Let the play clock get to 2.
How do you go through like 2 or 3 like OCs and you still just like do the same thing all the time?
Same
Like,
thing over and over again. I think it's actually the definition of insanity.
Yeah.
Doing the
is.
same thing over and over again, expecting a different
change.
result.
Yep.
That's the literal definition of insanity.
Yeah. I mean, the only offensive coordinator that had any success with Stoops in as far as throwing the football was Liam Cohen in that first year. You had a good Will Levis.
Mhm.
Has that translated to the NFL? No, but we're not here to necessarily discuss that.
Liam
Good.
says.
But yeah, Liam Cohen's success has translated to the NFL.
Good receivers.
Wandale Robinson was a
Freak of nature.
freak of nature, perfect route runner,
Yep.
and you had at least a competent quarterback to get the ball out and make decisions.
You also had the big blue wall in those years, too.
You did. You had a better offensive line. Think back to Eddie Gran. Eddie Gran's offenses at Cincinnati were nasty.
Yeah.
I mean, they were putting up 40, 50 points a game, I mean, winning 7, 8, 9 games. Had Cincinnati looking pretty nice. Comes here and I mean, did we ever score 50 with Eddie Gran?
Never.
I mean, I'm trying to think
Except
like.
for Louisville.
Yeah, we scored 52
Louisville.
on them that year. But, I mean, was that even Eddie, though?
Probably not.
I think that was Liam Cohen's first year.
Well,
Because that was 20...
yeah, because Lynn scored 45 on them when Lynn Bowden was our quarterback/receiver. We did, I think it's 45-13.
Yeah.
That would have been Eddie's last year, maybe?
Yeah, Eddie Gran's last year was when Lynn Bowden took over at quarterback. And, I mean, that was just Lynn Bowden doing Lynn Bowden things.
Took over
Yeah.
a running back.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
imagine if we had to do something like that right now.
Oh, we wouldn't win a game.
No, we wouldn't. Like, there'd be no way. So, I mean, I just, you get Neil Brown, Shannon Dawson, two guys that are, Shannon Dawson is offensive coordinator right now at Texas, right?
Mhm.
I mean, apart from the week 1, egg they laid,
That was playing the number 1 team in the country and defending national champions.
yeah, with a quarterback that has not, started.
Right.
So, but I mean, Texas, that's a good offensive team. Neil Brown, not a bad offensive coordinator looking back. Eddie Gran, like I said, Cincinnati teams are putting up points. Liam Cohen, head coach in the NFL now.
Duval.
Gosh, what a
Why did he make himself to a meme before he even coached a single game?
he.
That's the most Will Levis thing to ever do.
Yeah. They just go hand in hand. I'm
Yeah.
surprised actually Liam Cohen hasn't made a trade for Will Levis.
Bad mistake.
You think it'd be bad?
I think it'd be bad.
Will Levis is awful.
And then, since Liam Cohen left that first year, everything has just gone downhill. I think Mark Stoops, tasted the success and was like, okay, I know how to do this. Terrible hiring Rich Cangarello. That guy's a bum.
Awful.
You go back to Liam Cohen, quarterback. Devin Leary, I mean, he set all kinds of records in the ACC.
Yeah.
Broke everything that Philip Rivers ever did at NC State. But what does he do for Kentucky?
Nothing.
Nothing, right?
Very,
And then-
very forgettable quarterback.
Yeah, you make Brock Vandergrift quit football altogether. He decides he's going to go be a duck hunter.
That was just a nightmare in general that entire season.
Yeah. And then you lose, Dane Key, Barryon Brown. What does Kentucky tell receivers whenever you're recruiting them?
Nothing because they don't have a coach. They
Well-
didn't have a receiver coach.
But just in general.
Yeah,
how
come
do
to
you
us. We ain't
get...
got a receiver coach to really coach you, but we can still make it work.
Wasn't Denke from Lexington?
Yes. Yep. Lexington product. Dad played for UK. And, you kind of squander that whole thing.
That's an immediate red flag for
Yeah.
anybody who wants to go there to be a receiver.
Right. And, I mean, I think they were riding the success of Wandale Robinson, able to get him and Barryon Brown. And then they come in for, the 3 years, look pretty good. But they know, hey, 2 years under Bush Hamden, we're going to get more of what we got last year. And I think that's really, translated over. Kendrick Law came from Alabama. You got Jamori Macklin back again. And our receivers have been, god-awful? I mean, is that fair to say?
That's a fair assumption.
Who's your wide receiver 1? Macklin?
That's a great question. I don't even know.
I don't think we have one.
I think we have a wide receiver group. I think it's all just,
We
Hey.
have a concept.
we have a concept of a wide receiver 1. Whoever catches the ball, maybe you're going to be the guy today.
Whoever gets 2 catches, you're wide receiver 1.
Yeah.
Whoever catches our 6 passes this game, you're him.
If anybody actually can catch the ball, hey,
If you don't run it, that's a start.
yeah. So, I mean,
3rd and 19, yeah, let's run it. Yep.
that 3rd and 9, Cutter Bowley run up the middle.
What kind of play call was that?
That was, I think, honestly, the worst decision I've ever seen in the game of football.
Oh, no.
That's awful.
Oh, no.
No?
Punting against Georgia.
Yeah. Punting against Georgia when you had them beat.
Was that a year ago today?
Yes.
That was a year ago today.
Wow.
What a
What
time.
was it? 3rd and,
No, it's,
It's 4th and 2.
Fourth and
oh, yeah.
no, it's
a
fourth.
few, 7 or 8.
Fourth and
Fourth
7.
and- yeah.
But
Fourth
still,
and
you were
7.
on their territory
Yeah.
You
with the game on the line.
With 3
Yes.
minutes to go.
Yes.
Number one
against the
team in the
number one
country.
team in the
You
country.
got
have
nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Worst case
Nothing.
scenario, you
You
don't
give
get
them
it,
the
you
ball
lose
at the
anyway.
40?
Yeah.
The worst case?
Yeah,
If you're going to trust your defense, why not trust them at the 40?
Yeah.
right. And then what? They score, worst case scenario, and now you lose 17-12?
Yeah.
A big whoop.
Yeah.
17-12, 13-12, it's a loss either way.
You might as well don't worry about not losing football games. Try to win a football game.
Yeah. And I mean that's the Mark Stoops way. Is hey, we're gonna
Don't lose.
yeah, don't
Score one touchdown and hopefully hold them the rest of the game.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Let's run the clock out.
Yeah.
We got the first score. Let's run the clock out.
Yeah, it's first quarter. Let's run it.
He
I
doesn't
mean
want to win. He just wants to cover the spread.
yeah.
That's all
Exactly.
he cares about.
He's a bum, dude.
And that's like, last week against Ole Miss. You get 2 Ty Bryant interceptions, you go up 10-0,
It's
and
looking
then what
good.
happens?
Let's go and run the clock
Let's,
out.
Yeah,
we're
Let's
running
try
the
not
clock
to
out.
lose. Yeah. Try to win for like once in your life.
Yep.
I thought that game felt very similar to the Missouri game from a few years ago.
Yeah.
We get up big, Missouri goes for the fake punt, and they get a big gain off of that. We kind of had Ole Miss in the same situation, 4th and 1. They, instead of running it or just going to get your short yardage, they throw it deep, get a big completion.
Yeah.
It just pulls the entire air out of the stadium.
That's winning football.
Because they have nothing to lose. We're airing it. We're already losing. Let's just move the football down the field.
Yeah.
And then Stoops is like, I got to bleed this clock now.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't care what happens. I don't want to score. I just want to bleed the clock. And then they just keep throwing. It's like,
Yeah.
you're going to come. People
Yeah,
will
you're
come
gonna
back.
get smoked.
The game still has 42 minutes left.
Yeah.
We can run it that many times.
Yeah.
We're
At
good.
any point Saturday, did you think we were going to win that game? Because I didn't. Even when we were up 10-0, I still did not think we were going to win that game.
It's because you would run the clock out.
Yeah.
Well,
Exactly.
so-
If you played like you were
take,
trying
you
to.
take your foot off the gas,
Yes.
and you let the other team catch up, and then all of a sudden it's 21-14.
Then you have no more momentum to score again.
yeah.
We need to score. Let's run it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, fun little fact about that game. I missed the entire first half.
Oh, no.
I was at Kentucky Kingdom. I just throw this out there. Never go to Kentucky
You
Kingdom.
was out riding roller coasters.
Never go to Kentucky Kingdom. I got tickets for free, and I felt like when I left, they should give me money.
Was it that bad?
It was that bad. So, I didn't know this, and maybe this is partly my fault because I didn't look. But we got up there that morning, about an hour after they opened. They opened at 10. We got there around 11. And, we're in the process of, doing the rides and everything. We got the kids. And we're sitting down having a little snack. 4 o'clock, they come over the intercom and say, "Thank you for coming to Kentucky Kingdom today. Please make your way to the front gates. We are now closed." I look
What?
down. It's 4 o'clock
No
Oh,
shot.
on a Saturday.
A beautiful Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And so, I'm just kind of looking around like, this has got to be a joke, right? And no, sure enough, everybody starts going towards the gates, and the little girl at the concession stand was like, "I don't know what's going on. We've never closed this early."
I mean, was there
That's
weather
crazy.
coming in?
No, it's not. Like you said, nice weather. I don't know how they're making any money.
It's fake. Just like Del
It's-
Hollow.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah,
I
we've
mean-
never seen a customer before. Let's go ahead and we've never actually done this ever.
yeah. But like the whole, it's really sad because when Six Flags had Kentucky Kingdom, sorry, that was a nice place.
Place to be.
Yeah.
Like,
Ever since
Yeah.
it reopened, it was kind of mid. They didn't even have roller coasters for like 5 years.
Yeah.
Until after they
How you
reopened.
gonna have an amusement park and not have roller coasters?
They had to get rid of all the old ones.
Right.
Because they sat for so long and didn't get upkept or whatever. I don't know.
Right. The
Roasted
worst part
out.
was, and I knew the day was going to be like up and down as soon as I walked in the gate. Because remember in the front, they got the big fountain, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And they've got the big, backsplash where it used to say Six Flags Kentucky Kingdom. That is now a blank canvas with black paint just peeling off of it.
Oh, that's.
I was like,
lovely.
I might as well be at the county fair.
Were there a bunch of people there?
No.
What was the longest you had to wait to get on a ride?
Did
From
they even
the
have
time
rides?
for them to open the gate and let us in.
Was
Oh,
there
wow.
even any good rides?
So,
Did they have to remake them?
fun fact, I'm not a big fan of roller coasters.
So there was.
So I didn't even ride any of the big stuff. We had the kids with us, so we rode all the small stuff. But you could, as soon as you walked up, you were on the ride.
You were
Huh.
the first person they've seen in years.
Yeah.
And they said, we're just going to shut down at 4:30.
Yeah.
Probably shut down
This
because they
guy-
didn't have
this
enough people.
guy.
And so the only reason I went actually is for, Saturday and Sunday last weekend was they gave out free tickets to military, first responders, police, all that good
You
stuff.
should have known something was up.
So, is that the day you close at 4 o'clock? Whenever you
Yeah, because they ain't making their money that day.
right, but you already didn't make any money anyway. At least keep everybody there to buy food and drinks and try
Yeah.
to get something out of it. Popcorn stale. Oh,
Oh,
don't even.
no.
So anyway, we leave at 4 o'clock. Game is I'm coming back through Bardstown as around halftime. Right before halftime. So I get home in time for the second half. And I won't lie to you, there was a part of me that was like, we could do this. And then we went for it that first time. On their side of the field, I don't disagree with the going for it on fourth down with Zach Calzada throwing it deep. But Tyler, you've played football. If you're going for it on fourth down and you're a quarterback, what do you got to do?
Don't throw the ball out of bounds.
You got to at least give your guy a chance.
Not take a sack. Don't throw it out of bounds. And, give your guy a chance.
Yeah, fourth down, 7 yards to go. They're at like the 30-yard line,
Yes.
35, and he throws it, sails it over everybody's head, puts it in the first row of the stands, pretty much. It's like you didn't even give your guy an opportunity to go make a play.
I wonder if he even knew it was fourth down at that point.
Yeah,
he probably didn't because we seen earlier in the game they zoom in on him in the camera, and he looks at the sideline. He says, "What the fuck are we doing?"
Yeah.
I've never seen your quarterback looks to the sideline and says, "What the fuck are we doing?"
It was like the coaches, the players, the staff, even the fans had no idea what the hell was going on that day. Like,
Which reiterates the fact Bush Hamden's not real.
he's not real.
He's some guy they pulled off the streets and said, "Hey, we need you to look like an offensive coordinator."
Even then, I can go out there and pick some decent plays.
Right?
And why do you take a shot on fourth down? You're supposed to take the shot on third.
Right.
When you know you're going to go for it on fourth, and you have a play drawn up to get
Yeah, you have a
you
short
roughly 5
Yeah.
to 10 yards. And it's like, why do you go yard and then just throw it out of bounds?
Well, Sturm will let you in a little secret here. Mark Stoops doesn't know how to coach football anymore,
No.
apparently.
He's lost it.
And
Anymore.
debatable, right?
He's only lost one game to Louisville in 10 years.
Yeah.
So, the worst season in
I don't know
worst
if
bowls
Coach
every year.
Satterfield's that good either.
No,
I
but
don't bum as well.
Yeah.
so I didn't hate that
we
decision.
recognize Bones and fire them.
Yeah.
Y'all keep him around and pay more than
Yeah, that's
Alabama's
different.
coach.
Satterfield
He's
got
probably making
canned.
more than Nick Saban.
What about Kenny Payne?
Oh, yeah,
Canned.
that was a
After
setup.
after 2 losing seasons, you finally fired him.
2, y'all have had Stoops for 13 losing seasons.
No.
No.
We
No.
only had, two
Two
losing
losing
seasons?
seasons.
Well, his first year we went 2-10.
Those don't count, though.
Second year we went 2-10. Third
And then
year,
we're going to
third year we went 5-7.
count
And then
6 and 6
fourth
bowl
year
games,
started.
20 years?
Yeah,
All the bowl games.
is a 6-6 a win?
If we beat Louisville, it is.
Yeah. We-
sir.
that's
That's
always
all
a
y'all
win.
care about. I'd rather have a better bowl game.
You know why? Because it drives you all insane
Not
when
really.
you can't beat us. It
But
drives
so-
you
When was
insane.
your last New Year's Six bowl?
2021.
Never.
Well, we played on New Year's
Never.
Day. I think
Never.
that counts.
I know we played on New Year's Day.
You've never had a New Year's Six bowl?
Well, we played in the Citrus Bowl on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
I think that counts.
That
It's not
counts.
NY6 bowl. They rotate.
If it's New Year's
Louisville's
Day,
been
it's a,
since 2012. I mean, it's not like
yeah. If
16,
it's on New Year's Day, it's a New
17,
Year's Six
15.
Bowl.
2013 actually.
13, yeah.
But no, so I don't hate that
Dog
decision.
spike number 2.
I don't hate that decision going for it on that first fourth down. Zach Calzada's a bum. Apparently, can't throw it inbounds. But I don't hate the decision.
No,
Right?
I agree with going out on fourth down in that situation.
What I didn't like was now we're coming back down the field. Our defense got to stop. We are in around the same territory, 30, 40-yard line. Cutter Boley is now in after the big play with the pass interference. Fourth down again. After the stupid 3rd and 9 run up the middle.
Terrible play call.
All right, so now we're looking at 4th and 8, and we do the same thing. We go for it again, except Cutter Boley, 6'4", 200 and whatever pounds, not a mobile quarterback, Gibb. All right, it's like me running out there,
Right.
takes a sack. So why did we not kick it and get the points at that moment?
At that point in the game, you have to you got to score. You got to put points on the board.
Yeah, because that would have put it, 23. Ole Miss hadn't scored at that point.
Yeah.
So now we're just down 1 point.
1 point.
1 point.
So that's a 24-23 game. Defense has been playing well. Opportunity to get the ball back.
You let your defense get a stop. You march it down the field. You kick it.
Yeah.
Maybe even score a touchdown. You go up.
Right. Or let's just say, I seen Villanova on screen. Ole Miss plays it the same way they do score. Now it's 30-23. You have the ball back with it was around 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
And now you don't, you get a touchdown, tie it up. You don't have to go for the onside kick like you had to do to even, think about having a chance.
Mhm.
Same year, different story.
It's
Or
all the same.
story, different year.
It all works out the same.
Yeah. Brad White carries us. If our offense could just average 19 to 22 points a game, we'd be a top 15 team in the country.
Yeah.
It's every year.
You know Brad White's back has to hurt after
Oh, yeah.
every single game.
You think there's a chance if this is Stoops' last year that he takes the reins next year?
You know, that's an interesting question you asked there, Bert.
I don't know if I want another defensive guy running the program, honestly.
I think we're gonna
Well, John Summerall's a
overhaul.
defensive-minded guy.
Yeah. But he also runs a pretty smooth operation offensively at Tulane. He probably lets his guy do his thing.
Yeah. I think what'll be the biggest factor in that will be next week when Tulane goes to Oxford. If they hang with Ole Miss or even somehow beat them, that John Summerall talk is ramping up.
It gets real.
What do you think, Stuart? I see your mind working.
I think you just need, like hiring the defensive coordinator or whatever. That's not going to change anything.
I don't think it would either.
When does
That-
that
I
ever work?
I think you need to hire I don't
Somebody
know,
new.
An
Big
outside guy.
12 guy who puts up 50 points a game.
It's just
Somebody new. I don't know.
It's just like
Never
when
know.
Rich Brooks called it quits and we hired Joker Phillips. That was a train wreck.
Right. I mean, I like the John Summerall talk. I think that would be something that would, re-energize the program. I do have reservations where he is a defensive-minded guy. But, like Tyler said, he does run a smooth operation.
And it's a fresh face.
And it's a fresh face. It's somebody that played for Kentucky, has had success at different schools now.
You saw the excitement once Mark Pope was brought on with basketball.
It would be very, very similar.
Calipari did great things here in the first 10 years he was here. Last 5, not so great.
Like, what's the difference between going 4-8 and 2-10?
There is none.
None.
No.
Like, you don't care what happens.
I
me
would
somebody
rather
that
go
mix-
2-10.
Yeah, give me somebody that mixes it up, brings hype, and just puts points on the board. And it's like, what?
Need points.
Yeah, like,
In fact, if you score more points than the other team,
you win.
You might
No
win.
lead.
If you
But
don't run the clock
You
out,
think
you might
the
win.
scoreboard cares how good your defense, looks on paper?
No.
yeah, and
They
That's
can
one
score
thing.
50. As long as you score 51, you win.
yeah, that's one thing too. With Brad White, I don't know if this is not Mark Stoops' last year. I don't know how much longer we keep Brad White.
Oh, he's gone soon.
Yeah.
How much longer can he continue to put forth a good defense
Puts a top 10 defense on the field every year statistically.
and
Every
keeps
year.
getting shit on?
Yeah. Good.
And then what happens is games like Ole Miss, we're in it, we're close because of the defense. Offense can't do anything. Defense does get tired because they've been on the field for 60 minutes.
Yeah.
And so now they give up a score, and then everybody's kind of pointing fingers at the defense at that point.
The only
It's like-
thing about the defense last week that really frustrated me was given the hitch routes, which is fine. Playing soft zone, like a lot of people complain about it, and I have no problem with it because it's a bend don't break defense and it's always worked. But when our corners are giving up the sideline and letting hitch routes go for 40 yards, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Yards after catch cannot be allowed to happen. You got to at least push your guy. If it's a one-on-one tackle, you got to push the guy back towards the safeties and the linebackers that are coming and not give them the sideline.
Right.
And we did that a lot last week.
We did.
That was alarming.
Yeah. And but how much of that kind of plays into gosh, we're doing everything we can out
You'll
here.
be tired.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you already had a couple turnovers by that point. I
Right.
mean, you already forced. You had a couple picks or whatever,
Yeah.
I don't know. Where's the middle ground here?
Yeah. And so I've not done enough, research into other names for a coach, apart from everybody talking about John Summerall or Brad White. I wouldn't be mad. It would never happen. But Tennessee's head coach.
I don't know about him.
You know,
I love his offense, but I just don't like him.
What's what his name is escaping me.
Josh Heupel.
Yes. I like Josh Heupel. I
I
think it's
think
wild that he used to be a quarterback.
I love
That's
Lane
crazy.
Kiffin. If I had
Did
my
you know
pick,
that?
No.
He was a quarterback at Oklahoma.
he won the
He's a fat
Heisman.
He won the Heisman. And
No,
now,
he did not.
Yes, he did.
Now he's
He's
not.
a Heisman quarterback. This guy.
that guy right
That looks
there.
like he has a gambling problem in New York. You telling me he won a Heisman?
God did.
Oh, yeah, he definitely choose Grizzly.
God dang.
If I had my pick, I would love to see Lane Kiffin.
Oh, man.
I love him. I hate to
Now,
say
that's
it,
an
I love
offensive
him.
mind.
So, talking about Lane Kiffin, talking about coaching changes, Alabama, Kalen DeBoer. How much time does he have left
Not long.
in
As long as
Tuscaloosa?
Lane
This might be his
Kiffin
last
works
year.
there.
Yeah, like
If he sells out this year, he's cooked.
I mean,
I think they get rid of him.
yeah. What was it? Nick Saban. It took him like 216 games to lose four
Six or something.
Yeah, was it 6 or 4 games against ranked opponents? And
He's
he's done
done
it in 9.
Yes.
Not
He's
a good
already
look.
lost more than like Nick Saban has in his entire career there.
Yeah,
Not a good look.
No.
Not
I
a
think,
good look.
They're in shambles.
Also had their first loss ever in August.
Yeah.
Wow.
Opening. Oh, I guess August, it counts opening. It's basically like opener.
I think Florida might still Lane Kiffin before Bama gets to him, though. I think there's going to be a change there.
well, so
before
yeah, that's
that.
Billy Napier. He's
He's
going to be
done.
on the hot seat
Yeah,
after
You
they
lose
use.
to USF or whatever, you're cooked.
Yeah,
I think
so-
his seat might be incinerated already.
yeah, and so like that's the thing. Talking about John Summerall. At what point does a Florida start
Oh, yeah.
calling?
Yeah.
He was a candidate for the North Carolina job last season before Belichick took that. So, like, at what point are we going to be too late to even get to him because of Florida or an Ole Miss? If Lane Kiffin was to leave, somebody does call him up.
Yeah, I'm not saying John Summerall is our one and only best option, but the longer you wait around to hire him,
If you want him, you're not going
if
to be
you
able
want
to
him,
get
now is the time to do it because he's not going to be around. He's not going to be around long.
No.
What do you have to lose?
What do you have to lose?
$31 million.
Yes.
Well,
I-
money can be printed.
I-
They'll get it out of the students somehow.
I
It'll be
think-
okay.
I think boosters
This
would
is-
be willing to make up that difference there.
Oh,
Well, the
yeah,
problem,
dude,
the problem
money's
is with
infinite.
Stoops' contract is that, like, most schools will have a time period they can pay that buyout, and Stoops is literally within 6 weeks of,
Yeah.
of his firing that they have to pay it. So,
Within, like, 45
when did he sign
days.
this contract? Yesterday?
I don't know.
He
I think-
signed it
damn.
after
How's
the
it?
Will Levis year, I
Yeah, I
believe.
think it was
Yes.
the Will Levis 10-3 or what? Yeah, 10-3 year.
And looking, contracts are contracts. Looking back, everything looks, hindsight 2020, right? But the fact that he still has in his contract, if he wins 7 games, he gets another year added. We should have took that shit out.
There should be a breach of contract in these coaches' contracts now. If you suck, it's a breach.
Yeah.
You get fired for nothing.
But yeah, we have to pay. I think it's $37 million actually within 45 days of his
No shot.
termination.
Yeah.
Dude,
So-
he's seen y'all coming.
If I
You
would,
better hope some little school gets a bunch of money or something.
yeah. And so like that's the thing, 2 years ago, whenever he was like, "Hey, might go to Texas A&M," that's not happening anymore. Like he's been established as like, "Hey, this guy probably ain't going to be it." So
A&M can
no,
go-
no school is going to call him up now.
A&M go
No.
4-8 on their own.
Yeah,
Like that.
Yeah.
Why do I got to pay $37 million for it?
yeah,
Yeah, that's just ridiculous. They could hire me, I could go 4-8.
right. I mean,
At Tennessee Tech, you get layup schools and then just lose the big ones.
right? Yeah. So I mean, the fact that 7 wins, like I said, he gets another year added. Why did we not get that out after he'd won, 10 wins in 3 years? Like it should be now. Hey, the ceiling is, there should be no contract extension for winning games.
Yeah.
I understood that at the beginning because we had not won 7 games in a long
And
time.
who else were you going to get that's going to be better?
Right. But at this point, brother, that should have been out a long time ago.
Long time ago.
But yeah, I don't know. But so yeah, anyway, Florida, do they hire John Summerall? Lane Kiffin, is he waiting for the Alabama job to open back up? I've heard that was maybe Dan Lanning at Oregon. He was just keeping the seat warm for Kalen DeBoer was just keeping the seat warm for him.
Really?
Yep.
Hmm.
I mean, what
Now's
Dan
the time.
Lanning at Oregon?
Now's the time.
I don't know. I don't see how anything changes.
It won't. Nothing will change. If Mark Stoops stays on, we'll keep being the same mediocre Kentucky team. Maybe once in a blue moon we get 8 wins, maybe. But I think we've reached our peak with him.
I agree.
I think it's mainly the SEC itself is outperforming. Kentucky can't keep up.
Right. And so, that was the thing. Mark Stoops made his reputation at Kentucky by beating South Carolina, Vanderbilt, Missouri.
Yes.
You
Yeah,
know?
that's how he got
Mississippi
paid.
State.
That's literally
Mississippi
how he
State.
got a paycheck.
Yeah.
And now they're all good, and it's like, I'm cooked.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like if you can't keep up with the teams you were consistently beating,
Yeah.
what are you going to do?
Those are bye weeks. And
Yeah.
now you can't even beat them. Now you got to, yeah.
And, Florida.
Yeah, we were beating
Yeah,
Florida.
We
Florida
were
too,
beating,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, we beat
Consistently.
Florida like what?
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5, 4 out of 6, something like that.
After not beating them for, 80 years or something like that?
It was like 32.
32? Same thing.
Yeah, last time we beat them was like 86.
Yeah,
That's what it
it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, like, the teams that he had won his money beating consistently
Yeah.
are now, like South Carolina last season, dog
Dangerous.
walked us. Diego Pavia at Vanderbilt. I don't know how he's playing college football again. He's as old as Calzada. But, I mean, these are teams that are consistently beating Kentucky now.
Yeah.
And the other thing, too, with that goes into the home losing streak. We have not won a SEC game in Kroger Field since Ray Davis ran for 280 yards against Florida in 2023.
2 years.
We have not beaten an SEC team in Kroger Field since we had Ray Davis.
Not Vanderbilt, not South Carolina, not Florida.
That's-
And we've been favored in a majority of those games.
Probably
Right.
leading in the fourth
Missouri.
quarter in a lot of those games, too, at some
Yeah.
point.
Like, think about it. South Carolina last year, we were a 10-point favorite in that game. And they came in and embarrassed us.
About
Yeah.
25.
Mud
It's like
stompers.
second game of the year or something.
It
right?
was. Vandy, we were a favorite in that game. They came in, and, I mean, it was another thing. It was like we had no clue what we were doing. Nobody knew what the play call was. And Diego Pavia just, did Diego Pavia things, apparently.
We did beat Bama, so man.
Right.
I'm
He might be
getting
all
too
right.
mad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we beat Bama, whatever. Yeah.
But it was a Kalen DeBoer
Yeah, it's
Alabama,
true.
one of Nick Saban,
Kalen DeBoer, yeah, he loses to everybody, I guess.
right? Is Florida State about it?
I wouldn't necessarily say so. No.
You don't think so? I think what's wild about
they're decent.
yeah, I think what's wild about Florida State is last year they were terrible.
Yeah.
They
2-10.
got the quarterback that beat them from BC,
Yes.
and now he's coming. He's like, I know what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, he upset him the first game of the year last year.
Yeah.
Ireland or whatever, wasn't it?
Yep. Remember they got destroyed,
Yeah. And then he came over there. And now they're decent, I guess. I don't
right?
know.
Potentially decent,
Potentially.
or is Alabama just that bad?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Bama hasn't seen anything besides Nick Saban, and they don't know, like, a bad game.
No, that's the thing. In the when did Nick Saban go to Alabama? 2007.
07, 8. Yeah, something like that.
They've not had they've not had trials and tribulations.
Not
Yeah.
They've had a generation of people not knowing what a Bama loss is.
Yeah. That's beautiful, ain't it?
Yeah.
It really just warms your heart.
That's crazy.
Speaking of Nick Saban, rumored to stomp around these
No,
parts.
he-
He's
ain't coming
supposed to
back.
be coming back.
Is he coming back?
No, I mean, just like they're hyping it up like he's ready to come back to ball.
Heard he bought a horse farm in Lexington. I don't know.
I mean, I would take Nick Saban.
I'd take him. I'd take him in a heartbeat, but he ain't coming here.
I'd give him $12 million a year.
I don't know about
Somebody, I
that.
don't know who it was,
Is that half
but
of what
swore
Stoops
that like Nick Saban
About
was
the
wanting,
same.
he was like ready to come back.
Yeah,
You might be like Kirk Herbstreit. Somebody said like he's itching ready to come back.
yeah.
I don't know if I'd trust somebody like that in the NIL era.
That's
the
exactly.
reason I left.
That's
Kinda
why he
hated it.
left. Yeah, I think so. I think it cooks everything.
Kind of
Yeah.
ruined it.
Yeah, like Bama, it can't just be good for 30 years straight.
Because everybody else is paying.
Because
now.
you're allowed. Everybody's allowed to pay now, buddy.
Yeah. Speaking of paying, had I won that $1 billion Powerball a couple weeks ago, Stoops, he'd have been gone, baby.
Yeah,
I would have
dude,
went.
I'd
I would have
cut that
drove
check.
to UK. I'd be like, Mitch, what do we need?
Or you
Name
could just give
your
it,
price.
Yeah.
or you could just donate it to the fund, K Fund,
Right.
and just pay players.
We'd have a daggone good football
There you
team
go.
if I had
You
$1
get
billion.
everybody. Yep.
We'd have resurrected Bear Bryant from the grave.
That's what Michigan thought with their quarterback, though. What was the guy?
Oh, that Portnoy paid for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He struggled last week against Oklahoma. It wasn't pretty.
See, and that's the thing, too, with the NIL era. Oklahoma was not good last year.
Yeah.
And now look this year. They were able,
And we'll compete.
they were able to
State-
compete.
Mississippi State was the worst team somehow behind Kentucky last year in the SEC, and they turn right around and get a top 25 win at home.
Yeah.
They
Granted,
get
it's
the-
Arizona State, and they're probably not a top 25 team. But
No, that's got to be.
like,
Speaking of
it's still a
Arizona
great
State,
win.
their coach, I don't know his name. I hate him. His face just bothers me.
I can't think of his name.
Like
What are you talking about?
I despise that man. I mean, they talk about him being like one of the best up and coming young coaches.
Oh. Yeah, this is him. He does have a very punchable face.
Extremely punchable.
Kenny Dillingham? Is
Yes,
that him?
that's him. Oh my God, look at him. He's the one
I'm
last
zooming
year.
in
I
on
think last year may have been his first. That's him.
It looks like a knockoff
Oh my god.
Adam Sandler from over here.
I think like maybe last year was his first year at Arizona State. I may be wrong about that,
I think it was.
but remember he like dogged his kicker like week
Yeah, he
one.
did. He said,
Yeah.
we're having tryouts
Yeah,
tomorrow.
he's like,
Like, dude, come on. Own up to your own loss.
yeah, like he blamed the loss
Yes,
on the kicker.
The
being
kicker, yeah,
terrible.
that's just losing mentality. A loser, he's not a leader. He's
Yep.
a bum.
I already come up there with James Franklin on my hate list.
One guy Stoops owns. Thank God.
I despise
I
James
can't
Franklin.
stand James Franklin either.
And it all stems back from that 40-0 win with 5 people in attendance whenever he was at Vandy. Oh, fumble. No, they're going to say incomplete. Currently, we are got Colorado, Houston. Deion Sanders. Is that a guy that I really thought once Shadur left, he was going to retire?
Should have.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of figured that was a little experiment to get, Shadur the best possible team he could be. And, surprisingly, made his way back to Colorado this year.
Yeah, well, you go 4-8 with a Heisman and
Yeah.
no, what was it? What was the stats?
I think they
Over
went
2
like
years, you went
13 and 12 or something.
13 and 14 or something like that.
Yeah.
Over 2 years with a Heisman.
Retired 2 jerseys.
Retired
That's
2
kind
jerseys.
of insane.
I could
You didn't even have 2 winning seasons.
possibly I can understand retiring Hunters. If you
Heisman,
want a
they'll
Heisman.
never sniff a Heisman again.
No,
ever.
no. That's fine, but Shadur?
Shit.
Jabone?
Did you all see he was dapping up the kicker after he missed the field goal
Yeah, I saw
against
that.
the Bengals last week?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kicker missed the field goal. And Shadur's over there just dapping him up, acting like everything's all right.
He's
I
like,
got
yeah.
you, brother.
He's like,
I'm
if I-
fourth
if I-
string quarterback. I got
Yeah.
you.
If I was on the field, we would have scored. You wouldn't have had a kick.
Yeah, he's like, I feel you, dog. I feel you. No, but
Professional hype man.
Yeah.
that may not be a bad idea.
It's all he's good at, boys.
Just have him on the team for fun. What is Matthew McConaughey? What's his title for Texas? He's the director of something.
Morale or something like
The
that.
director of morale. That's Shadur Sanders. For the Browns, he's the director of morale. I don't hate that.
It's crazy.
I think Kentucky needs one of those.
Oh
Who
yeah.
we gonna get? Ashton Judd.
No.
No.
Ashley Judd. She's fallen out of the good graces of Big Blue Nation, I believe.
Yeah, I wouldn't know who we get.
Who? Director of morale. Who we calling up?
George
Will
Clooney.
Levis, he needs a job.
Benny Snell.
Benny Snell.
Benny
That,
Snell, Lynn
Benny
Bowden.
Snell also
Benny
needs a
Snell.
job. Yeah.
Benny Snell actually wouldn't be a bad idea.
No,
No?
heck no, he was always a great.
He's no Matthew McConaughey, but
No, but I would argue maybe a little better.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I mean, I
Oh,
don't think
oh, yeah,
nothing
yeah,
about
yeah.
Matthew McConaughey would get me hyped.
No.
I don't see anything there.
Guys, we're going to win this football
It'll be
game.
all right.
all right.
I mean,
That'd
Benny
be
Snell.
more hype than Benny Snell.
No. Benny Snell's hype on his TikToks, man.
I've seen
I
some
like
of
this
those.
stuff.
Is that how he gets paid nowadays?
Yeah.
Probably. Hey, you got to make money,
He
man.
actually
Yeah,
owns a
like-
couple restaurants in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, see? He knows what's up. All right, so what are some games we got going on this week, Gib?
Give me 1 second.
There's like 3.
Yeah, there's not many.
3 notable games.
Actually, hold on, time out. Keep that pulled up. We kind of glossed over Eastern Michigan, Kentucky. What makes us comfortable here and gives us a little bit of hope?
50-10.
Because it's Eastern Michigan.
Yes. If they don't score, I'm like Tyler. If they don't score at least 50, I don't know what I'll do, but it'll be bad.
You want a Louisville shirt?
No,
Never.
never. I'm actually a big Michigan fan. I don't know if y'all knew that or
It's
not.
not Eastern Michigan.
No, not Eastern Michigan. Just the maize and
The main Michigan.
what do they call their colors?
Maisons.
Oh, I hate that.
The
Yeah,
blue and maize.
It's
Maize
navy
is
and
like
yellow.
gold or whatever.
Yeah.
Actually, maize
What
is
is
a
maize?
very, very light yellow.
You know what we call it? Yellow.
Yeah,
Maize.
What normal people call it just yellow.
yeah.
It's just different shape.
Maize
Maize.
is like one shade above cream.
Yeah.
They different.
That's not their
cream.
color. No.
No.
But no, I'm a big Michigan fan. After watching, Connor Stallions and the Netflix documentary, I was like, that's my guy. We actually need him at Kentucky.
Yeah.
You need to cheat. What's crazy because they made a whole made it basically workless whenever they allowed people to get in the headsets and talk to them.
Speaking of the headsets, Mark Stoops blamed the first half inefficiencies on not being able to communicate.
That's a cop out.
That's crazy. You've only been doing it like that your entire life.
Yeah,
Was that
Like, and you
we
can't.
we forgot signals. We
Yeah.
don't, the first year we get to do that.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
That definitely ain't
That's
Michigan.
definitely not Michigan's
No.
ways.
No, they're like the most yellow I can imagine.
Yeah.
It's yellow.
Nearly gold.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Burke, what do you need to see out of Kentucky to give you at least a glimmer of hope?
First off,
that looked like a Houston touchdown.
organization from the coaching staff. Second off, I need to see Cutter Boley feel confident in the pocket, be able to stay in the pocket and make throws, because obviously scrambling is not working for us. And
Probably because he's 6'4", 230.
he's not a scrambling quarterback.
So is Big Ben.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Cutter
And-
Boley's not Big Ben.
And as long as the defense keeps doing what they've been doing,
Yeah.
as long as they keep doing what they've been doing, I'll be happy.
Yeah. What do you need to see score-wise? Because if they win this game 24-17, I don't care how organized they look, I'm a little ticked.
I want to say 35-14.
I'm a
I'd
little
be
angry at
ticked.
that. Actually.
I'm a little angry
Let's not
already.
forget, Eastern Michigan lost last weekend to Long Island.
FCS school who lost the week before to I can't remember, it was another FCS school.
It was Camelsville.
Probably Camelsville.
All right, I'll change 35-7. 35-7.
I need at least 4.
Because I'm sure they'll get a touch, like a garbage touchdown at like the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter when it doesn't matter.
Right. I think I need more out of the offense than the defense. If Eastern Michigan scores, 10, 7, 13, kind of is what it is. But
14's the cutoff.
I think 14's the cutoff, but I need to see 42, 45, preferably 60 points.
But we haven't seen that hardly at all in the Stoops era.
And by God, if you want to keep your job, you're going to do it Saturday.
I'm not running the ball once.
Actually,
I'm going to air it out the entire game, make somebody stop me. I want to test out my goddamn quarterback.
Yeah,
I
If
do
you can't
agree
win
with
this
that.
game, you might as well just trash the whole season.
Yeah.
Just go for it.
I do agree with that. I want to see Cutter Boley, make decisions, throw the ball, but also Eastern Michigan has allowed over 300 yards of rushing to both of their opponents. So I need Dante Dowdell and Seth McGowan to have 1,000 yards in this game.
But you can run the ball, though. Why not
Yeah, I want to see Cutter Boley.
Yeah,
air it out
get it
constantly?
calibrated.
I don't care if I'm up 35. I'm airing it out, and I'm getting this guy dialed in, because the last time he goddamn touched a football, he was getting fed to the wolves in the swamp.
He started against
Or,
Louisville.
Yeah. But,
How'd that go?
Not well.
that
I
was his
do-
first
I do-
time, I should say.
I do
Touch it,
think
like,
he's
dude.
way better than Calzada.
I'm giving him as many touches as possible to get him confident in the pocket and everything. Do you get the confidence you can roll it over?
Especially because, next week they have a bye. Then the week after that they play at South Carolina. So you need to have a solidified quarterback going into South Carolina.
If you run the ball this game and put up 50, it means nothing.
No.
I promise you that it will mean nothing. Cutter Boley's just going to go lose the next game.
Yeah, I want to see at
You
least
need
30
to-
passes out of him. I
Yes.
want to see him air it out.
I'd say get him working, get him confident, get him throwing the ball, change your offense.
Yeah.
Or else you're just going to be 4-8. If you want to be 4-8, then you just run the ball and beat like a Campbellsville.
Right. And that's one thing, too.
You got to try to win sometimes.
I do agree with that. That's one thing, too. Mark Stoops needs to run the score up in this game.
Yes.
Oh, for
It's
sure.
very uncharacteristic of him to do that. But let's not forget, Eastern Michigan took Terry Wilson from us.
Yes, he did.
I know, Stuart. Yeah, you and Austin probably don't exactly remember what I'm talking about. But fresh off the 2018 year, 2019, we've got the quarterback back. We've got wide receivers. Hey, we won 10 games last year. We can match that or even do a little better. We play Eastern Michigan. We get a nasty horse collar tackle. Terry Wilson tears his patella tendon off his kneecap. Right? So then we're forced to go to Sawyer Smith for a game. Anybody ever heard of Sawyer Smith?
I have no clue who
That's
that
a-
is.
that's a-
Troy quarterback.
Troy quarterback. Actually,
That's a made-up name.
he looked
actually-
pretty good at
he
Troy.
looked, yeah, he looked really good again.
I
that
think
first game.
I would look good at Troy.
That's the
He
Wimpy.
played,
Come on,
was
guys.
it the Florida game he played? He looked really good. We lost like by 3 or something.
Yep.
I think it was one of those end of the game fuck ups by Stoops that
Yep.
always happened there.
And we played South Carolina, and we are like, okay, well, we'll
Yeah.
see what it is. And South Carolina ends up beating us for the first time in like 4 years.
Yeah.
And then we make the switch to Lynn Bowden, and he,
Wins
runs it
7
six-
out of 8 games to finish the year. I think. Was
Yep. and runs it, 600 yards a game. Gib, what do you need to see tomorrow out of this Mark Stoops-led Kentucky Wildcats to get you back on the train?
Simplify the offense, less motion, break the huddle early, get your quarterback set up, run an efficient offense, let the man air the ball out. You need to get him reps. You need to get him passes. And honestly, I would prefer not to see them score, Eastern Michigan score a touchdown.
Yeah.
A couple field goals here and there, fine. If they're deep ones, I don't want them to get in the red zone at all, honestly. Because our defense should be able to stop them, should be able to handle them, no problem.
I agree
But
with that.
our offense, we need to figure out who's our wide receiver one. You need to find who's going to catch the ball. And you need Boley to actually get comfortable passing the ball.
Let him sling it. Just
Yeah.
let him sling it.
Not only do you have to find a quarterback, you have to find receivers.
Yeah.
Too.
And you can't throw it to the tight end every time.
And you can't throw it out of bounds on 4th and 3. Like you have to find your go-to guy to make a play. No one knows who the go-to guy is because there's been 8 total passes.
Right. What do you need to see offensive score-wise?
Honestly, I'm not even too worried about the score as long as it's
A beat down?
above 30, 35. I'm kind of in the same boat as Burke. I just want to see efficient quarterback play. I want to see somebody come out and lead the team.
Yeah.
There's been no leadership on the field.
It's nearly guaranteed a Kentucky quarterback is going to throw at least one interception a game.
And that's fine,
Get
too.
the gimme.
You think that's fine?
I don't care. I want them to air it out.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have interceptions. You're going to have better corners, better safeties. You need to learn how to put that ball against a one-on-one or a one-on-2 coverage if you're trying to put it in there. You can't do that and find that out in 5 passes and a couple practices.
I agree. I think you feed him. I don't care if he throws 2 picks in the first half. If
Just
he's,
let him
if he's
sling it.
scoring as much as if he's scoring more than he's throwing picks, it's whatever. You're still going to win this game.
Right.
Figure yourself out.
I mean,
This ain't a primetime game where if you throw 1 pick, you lose the game. Figure yourself out. Find your receiver and just figure out what works and what doesn't.
we saw Ole Miss. Their quarterback threw, 2 picks in the first quarter?
Yep.
And he finally got his head level. It was like, okay, let me just lock in. Came out,
Won the game.
won the game, finished it off.
Literally. They had 3 turnovers in the first half, and they just dialed it back in.
Hey, take a deep breath. We can beat these guys.
You know what the problem is here, Gib?
You're not Ole Miss.
We're not Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss.
We're that's
Mark
fair.
Hughes.
That's the thing, though. You could be. That's why.
There's potential, very light potential, but there is potential that you could have a decent offense out of this. Maybe not, no championship team or anything like that. But we could turn this into a winning season if our quarterback can develop and we can develop and establish wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, couple random guys here and there, flex guys, whatever, slot guys.
Gotta swing for the fences.
And that's the thing. We have a ton of wide receivers.
Ton of proven talent.
Yeah.
Even our wide receiver 4, Stiletto from Clemson, he was their number 1, number 2 guy when they beat us in the bowl game a couple years ago.
Right? So, we have the options. Got 2 really good running backs, 2 serviceable tight ends, serviceable receivers.
I think we have 2 really, really good tight ends, actually.
Yeah. Josh Caddis and Willie Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Very good tight ends.
And just limit the motions.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. What is Bush Hamden, guy off the street of Lexington, what is his offensive game plan? It changes, I feel like, play by play.
I understand the scheme of wanting to catch the defense sleeping, open up a guy. But if you don't pass the ball frequent enough to get somebody that's comfortable to run that route and catch that ball and lose that defender, it doesn't matter if that's your 3rd pass in the 4th quarter.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? You go set a guy in motion to find out if it's man or zone, then still just run the ball.
Right.
Like you have to do something with
And
it.
like the jet, it's like, oh, the motion, like 70% chance it's just gonna be a jet sweep.
We need to stop doing that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's we get caught in
Jet
the
sweep has
backfield
not
every
worked in
time.
10 years. It's not gonna work this weekend.
We have good running backs. We don't need a receiver to run the ball.
If the jet sweep didn't work with Barry on Brown, it's not going to work with anybody else.
No.
I'm a big hater of the jet sweep in general.
Yeah,
Across
I like it
all
on the video
levels.
game.
I like it.
Yeah.
It
Just
works
gotta
on the
hope.
video game.
Yeah.
I like it if
Found the
guys
wrong
can.
patch.
If you got a guy like Kendrick Law, we did run 2 successful ones last week that one went for a first down. I think the other one went for like 6 yards. But if the guy's got vision and can see the lane, then yeah, run it. But most of the guys just like stretching it to the sideline and seeing if they can get outrun everybody. And that's really defenses are taught to defend a jet sweep by pushing it to the sideline. So
Right.
What if it's 3rd and 2?
yeah,
Yeah,
we're not running a
like,
jet sweep on third.
Dude, while running a jet sweep, you have a chance to lose yards from somebody accidentally getting 2 yards.
Yeah, you have a higher chance of losing 4 than
First
you do
down?
picking up 2.
Yeah, first down, run a jet sweep. Trick
Yeah.
them, act like you're going yard or something and just get a jet sweep. But it's 3rd and 2, like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
What are the odds we run a jet sweep in a terrible, spot?
I've been
Oh.
watching.
1,000%.
Over under on bad jet sweeps.
I'm gonna set it at 4.
Oh man, not 4. Gibb.
4 bad jet sweeps.
I was gonna say 1.5, but
I'm leaning towards the Gibbs theory.
gosh. All right, this is making me sad. Gibb, what's some good games we have this weekend?
Oh, back to the good game.
Yeah, back to the good games. This Houston, Colorado is not looking like it's going to be a good one.
We got Georgia and Tennessee today.
So
Or
right
tomorrow.
now, as we speak, the Indiana State game's going on.
Larry
That's a-
Bird's out there.
It's a blowout, 45-0.
Yeah, if Larry Bird ain't there, I'm not watching.
And so for good games, we got Georgia, Tennessee.
At Tennessee.
At Tennessee,
Dog
Tennessee has not beat Georgia since 2017.
And it ain't going in this week.
I think Tennessee's kind of a fraudulent team.
they are. They're fraudulent in
I
everything they do.
mean, they got a lot of hype. They might be ranked decent. They might be a solid team, make the playoffs, but you're not beating Georgia.
No, I don't think so. The spread on that's what, 3.5?
Yeah.
I would take Georgia and the points.
easily.
Georgia
Easily.
about at least 10.
Total
Yeah.
is 50.5.
I could see that being like a 31-10 game, 31-17.
Tennessee just lives off of 2 receivers on each side. Inside guy runs post, outside guy runs go, and then if they burn you on it, they just hope that they can run the ball after that when you put guys back to cover the pass. And if they don't have a running game, it's not going to work for them. It's the most gimmick offense I've ever seen in my life.
And they just love to be fast and exhaust the defense.
Yeah, and I don't think that's going to work on a Kirby Smart Georgia defense.
They're going to get pressure with 4 to 5 guys every time, and that's not going to work well for Tennessee.
Yeah, so I
Which
agree.
was something. I hate to go back to Kentucky, but last week we got pressure all day long with 3 and 4 guys, and
We did.
That's a huge deal.
Once again, the Brad White defense, it does its job. That's a hat throwing moment, man.
Gonna do it.
I went and got a hat and threw it while I was watching the game. I didn't even have one on. But
Next game we got is
so
South
we
Florida,
agree though,
Miami.
Georgia with probably
I'll-
Georgia and the points.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next one, Gib.
South Florida, Miami.
I think Miami.
South
Miami-
Florida got ranked off some BS.
Yeah, South Florida's ranked
Beat
18,
Florida.
and Miami's still like a 17.5-point favorite.
What is it? 17.5.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
What
That's-
is South Florida
How
able to
did
do
they-
this 3 weeks in a row?
No.
How did they jump to 18 though?
I think that's a good.
They're 18.
They're
Yeah,
18.
they're 18.
Yeah.
I knew they were ranked, but good lord,
I
thought
think
it
they
was-
would lose to any, like half the ACC teams or whatever in SEC, like average guys.
I don't like.
Miami will beat them by 30,
You think so?
probably.
Carson Beck.
He is a
They're
bum.
He is a
pretty
bum.
good.
I don't know if he's
He's that
USF
bummy.
bum.
I think USF is they're a good football team. They're probably not a top 25 football team, but they really did some good stuff. Any team like a group of 5 like that can go on the road in the swamp and hold a team, good or bad, Florida. I mean, they shouldn't be scoring 16 points a game, so they're a legit team. But asking them to do something like that 3 weeks in a row is crazy almost.
I
Yeah,
think it says more about Florida than it does them.
I-
myself.
I think Miami would probably beat Florida by 30.
They could, yeah.
All right, so what? 17.5 though.
That's a big.
That's a
Yeah.
Huge spread. I don't think they
Yeah.
cover that.
Yeah, it's not like Cam Ward's there.
right.
You know, if Cam Ward's there, yeah, I'm slamming 17.5. I don't even know who their quarterback. Oh,
Carson Beck.
See, he's a bump.
Yeah, Sid the Sloth.
Yeah.
His eyes are awful wide.
I'll take Miami by like 12, something like that.
Yeah, I think Miami will win. I don't know if it'd be the 17.5. So at that point, you're not even getting any value there because they're
Yeah.
probably what minus 2,000.
What, money line?
Yeah,
Probably minus 500.
minus 800.
minus that. Yeah, so I mean, and then the odds are you put that in a 5-leg parlay, and then USF
an
does
extra-
end up getting them.
Yeah. You get an extra $1 and you screwed yourself.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Miami would win. I don't know about the spread. I don't know. I probably wouldn't.
I'm
touch
staying
that one.
away from that. That's a trap.
Yeah. What we got next, Gib?
Next decent game, Arkansas, Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, the 6.5 point favorite in it.
I'd say win by a score.
At Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think they win by 7.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I mean-
Arkansas is still Sam Pittman.
Arkansas is the west of the SEC, Kentucky. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Defensively, they're not as good as Kentucky.
nowhere near.
So yeah, I would say Ole Miss 6.5 would
Yeah,
be
but if
pretty-
it's a shootout, you're like more likely to outscore just one score. you
Right.
know?
Yeah, I like to see Ole Miss winning that game 40-something to 20-something.
Yeah.
Very easily.
What we got next, Gib?
And last
Decent game.
decent game, Texas A&M at Notre Dame.
We did skip one that we'll hit after that. Texas A&M at Notre Dame. Notre Dame, what? 5-point favorite?
6.5.
6.5. Is Mike Elko really about it at Texas A&M? Just think, we could have been rid of Stoops.
I would say no, but then I watched that stupid SEC storied on Netflix. I kind of fell for the guy and the way he runs his program, and I think they do beat Notre Dame. I don't know what that means for Texas A&M, but I don't think Notre Dame's all that good.
No, I don't either. I wouldn't hate taking the Texas A&M points there. I don't think they'll get beat by a touchdown. What do you think, Gib? Kind of hard to place that one.
Yeah.
No, they've not played anybody, either one of them.
Notre Dame had an early bye week. They've only had one game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they're 0-1.
Yeah,
That's a big ask to go to Texas A&M and play. Is it at A&M?
at Notre Dame.
Oh, at Notre Dame. That's a good team to play when you already had a bye week, one game. I think A&M could win that by 2 scores probably.
What's wild here, and this is something I don't agree with at all, in the early season, top 25, if you have a loss, you should be out of the top 25.
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Because what are they ranked? 13th?
8.
Number 8. So
Eight.
the
At
number
0-1.
8 team in the country is 0-1.
Yeah.
Make that make sense.
It doesn't.
It does not. No.
And so, last game I'll note on is the Vandy South Carolina game.
There it is.
That's the latest game of the
South Carolina's 6.5 point favorite in that?
No.
2.5.
Number
2.5.
11 versus unranked.
So, and that is at South Carolina.
South
At
Carolina,
South,
yes. At the number 11, you're only like a 2.5 point favorite? Like, come on, man.
Bones.
I'm going to say something. It may be wild. I think Vanderbilt wins that game.
I think
Really?
they can.
It's
mean-
not impossible.
They're Vandy's plus 120.
Yeah?
So, money line's
They
not
do.
looking
Vegas
that
does
crazy.
think it's going to be very tight. It's
It
crazy.
It has the makings of a Beamer football game. I mean, just the crazy special teams, something, or turnovers at the end. Definitely probably going to be a one possession type thing, but
Yeah.
But 11 versus unranked.
Right. I think, the biggest thing that comes into play with that is the common opponent, Virginia Tech. Vandy whooped up on them pretty good, 40 to 20, 25, whatever they scored. South Carolina, didn't struggle with them, but beat them by
I
11.
feel like they're kind of the same team, low key. Like
They're very similar.
yeah.
very similar. I would like to see Vandy win that. Just coming into the Kentucky game for Carolina, I'd like them to come in a little beat up and
Right?
questioning things. A lot of people don't say they like teams coming off a win coming into games, but when you lose, you start questioning coaching or play calls or personnel, and that's where I want South Carolina at coming into the Kentucky game.
Yeah, you don't want South Carolina being 11 and then winning a game that they were supposed to be tight, and
Yeah.
then they go up to like none.
Then
Right.
Then
And
they're
it's like,
believing.
God.
Then they believe, and then
Yeah.
Sellers has got a groove.
Yeah,
and
11 I think is already a little crazy.
Yeah, I think that
11?
game kind of comes down to quarterback play,
Mhm.
and I think I trust Diego
I
Pavia
take
more
Pavia
than
over
Lenore
that.
Sellers.
Back to the
Oh,
SEC
dude.
story thing on Netflix. I've watched both of them, and I kind of gained a little more respect for Beamer, even though I can't stand him off that. But Pavia is a gamer, man.
Yeah.
He's a freaking gamer, dude.
Did you see this week they had I Show Speed at practice with Theo Vaughn
Where at?
Vandy?
Really?
Yep. And so they were breaking down the huddle, and Diego Pavia's got Speed in there. He said, hey, whenever you get to 3, you can say win, or you can say fuck South Carolina. And Speed goes, what's South Carolina do? Like, I don't know if he, knows ball like that, but
Probably not.
it doesn't seem
Probably
like it. He's, yeah.
He
What's
knows soccer.
He's
He-
full on converted to soccer.
Yeah, but what's South Carolina do? He's like, oh, that's who we play next. So, yeah, I
I'd
think
see
Vandy
that.
could win that game.
Yeah, I mean, and you take I don't know, Vandy. They're a very unique team because those dudes just watching that show, those guys. Pavia has that locker room about he's got it as tight as he wants it, and that's.
Yeah.
We talked about it last night after we went to Mexican about culture in football, and that has a lot to do with your program and winning and losing football games, and they've got it rolling right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do kind of believe in him, but then again, betting wise, I don't want to take him at plus 120 on the road against number 11.
Right. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
that
enough
scares
value
me
there.
off. Yeah, you got to give me 300, then it's I'll straight bet that. I'm
Right.
not straight betting 120 on him going on the road and beating 11.
Right. $10 wins 12.
Yeah,
Like-
$10 wins 12 for him to go on the road and upset somebody.
And really, Carolina hasn't looked good.
There's no
No.
like.
There's no value
I
there.
just don't like it at all. Yeah.
Now you get into a little dangerous parlay there again.
Yeah. I mean, that is. I mean, I guess if you add some parlays, it is value, but still, it's just Vegas knows it's
They know.
going to be close, and it's
They know too much.
Yeah.
I mean, last week for the Ole Miss game, I bet Zach Calzada over 150 yards, I think. Because, sure,
surely, yeah.
any bum with a pulse can throw 150
Yeah.
yards.
Did it hit?
Lord, no.
Yeah.
Calzada must not have a pulse.
No.
He might have had 150 handoffs.
They just know.
That would have been cool. Yeah, I mean, they know.
Did the same thing with Bo Nix
Yeah.
at the Broncos. It was his over-under's 150. I'm like,
Bo
Titans
Nix?
defense, Bo Nix. Dude, he was top 6, scoring whatever.
Yeah, he's sold.
Yeah, and he did nothing.
He threw an interception before he even had a completion.
Are the Titans defense that, stacked? There's no
No.
shot.
There's
yeah,
no
that's
way.
the problem, yeah.
I'm in
Dude,
trouble.
Vegas just knows.
Worst team in the NFL.
Yeah. You're telling me that's locking up Bo Nix, for 150? Come
Vegas
on, guys.
knows.
Yeah, they do.
And I seen something the other day. It said, they make the majority of their money off parlays.
Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's you'll put something together and you're like, dude, this is going to hit. There's no way it doesn't. And then sure enough, 3 of the 5 legs, they're over before the first noon games are done.
Statistically, it works out, Probably similar. I don't know.
It's crazy. NFL players, these guys are professional athletes. These guys are getting paid to make 3-4 catches,
Yeah.
60 yards, and it's they can't even do that at this point. It's what am I betting on at this thing?
Yeah.
I love doing the anytime touchdown, throwing 10 guys in there. You're like, there's no way he doesn't score.
Yeah.
And then 9 of them don't score at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
McCaffrey.
Yeah.
McCaffrey used to be minus 300 for a score. Still
I
got
think there was-
25 fantasy points, but he didn't touch the end zone.
Right.
I think a couple seasons ago there was 2 games where he didn't get a touchdown.
He was cracked, yeah. But still, it's anytime I see McCaffrey on the field, it's
He's
gonna
gonna score.
in that game. Yeah.
Yeah.
The game, he might score every quarter. It's just a gimmick.
I think the most underrated person for an anytime touchdown is Josh Allen. The amount of times he runs the ball whenever they within 5-6 yards.
I think he had 15 rushing touchdowns last year.
He rushes
Or
the
a year
ball
before.
and gets touchdowns more than his starting running back.
Yep.
Or at least on the equivalent level.
And the starting running back only gets his touchdowns because they think he's running.
Yeah.
Josh Allen's running.
Yeah, they're like, okay, we're winning the 5. Josh Allen's just going to take off, and then
Yeah.
they do hand it off.
Yep.
That's got to be kind of annoying for James Cook.
But at the
for
same
sure.
time, you're not getting beat to death.
Same for Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, that is
Yep.
true. Saquon at least got me a touchdown last
Yeah,
week.
and now Jalen Hurts is just printing like running touchdowns because they're so worried about Saquon.
Yeah.
And worried about like AJ
And-
Brown and Smith, and so they're like, oh well, we'll
Yeah.
lock down the receivers, lock down Saquon.
And then
Hurts can
somebody
walk
just
in-
packs
gotta-
Jalen
yeah,
Hurts over
exactly.
the end zone.
You got to double team AJ. You got to double team Saquon, and it's like Hurts is gonna walk in the end zone.
Yeah.
Boys,
And it wasn't even tush pushes. It was like 20-yard runs or 10-yard
Yeah.
scrambles because there's too much to worry about.
Eagles might two-peat.
I don't think so. I think me and Bert, before we started this podcast, we hit on it.
Go,
Green Bay.
Pack, go.
I think
Go, Pack,
I mean,
go.
I think
the
all right.
Packers are looking good, but when they play Eagles,
I'm-
they might get dog smacked.
I'm going to say this. I think the Packers, whatever they got running on their team, is very good. They got good coaching. I don't know what it is. Offense and defense are just clicking, even with nobodies.
Yeah.
They could have a nobody and make it look good. But
Expectation
then again,
and culture.
Eagles can have a nobody and make them look good.
Yeah,
But they also have more talent.
Yeah,
I think that's the
they
difference.
have
I think
somebodies.
both teams are really good coaching and can be good. But when it comes down to it, I think Eagles have more talent.
Jimmy's
I mean,
Joes.
Let's just do a comparison.
think-
Y'all taking
no
Jalen
offense.
Hurts or y'all taking Jordan Love?
Jordan Love
2
all
weeks
day.
into the season, Jordan Love.
All day.
His
Never.
thumbs are good.
Y'all taking
What about your
Jalen
wide
Hurts?
receiver one? They don't even know a wide receiver
Yeah.
one.
What
don't
about
have
your
one.
wide receiver
Exactly.
two?
We don't
Tucker
have
What
one.
about
You're
your-
gonna be
Tucker Craft, yeah.
You're gonna be drafting a receiver in the first round next year, like you did the last 6 years.
Yeah.
You're gonna have like 6 receivers, and you still don't know who the guy is.
That
You
is true.
taking Saquon or Josh Jacobs?
Saquon.
Okay.
That's not fair.
You taking
Saquon.
AJ Brown or Reed?
Well, AJ
Well-
Brown because Reed's hurt.
Yeah. Got a broken
Healthy.
collarbone.
Yeah.
Let's say he's
I'd
healthy.
take Devontae Smith over Reed.
And then there's
Exactly.
what Christian Watson. He was like their number one
Oh,
when
he's-
Rodgers was there. Now he's been hurt for the last 3
Yeah,
years.
You got
he's still hurt.
Yeah,
Tucker
Goddard.
Kraft or Goddard?
Tucker
Tucker
Craft.
Kraft's
I'd
decent.
probably take Tucker.
You know,
Kraft.
that's
I ain't
why-
taking Dallas Guard's old dusty ass.
That's 1 to 4.
That's why Tucker Kraft gets to work, so they don't have a single receiver that
Yeah.
wants to show out. Like Jaden Reed sometimes did, but then now he's hurt,
Right.
and he really
Now who
is
they
hit or
gonna go
miss.
to?
Romeo
Tucker
Dobbs.
Kraft,
Romeo
Romeo
Dobbs.
Yeah, Dobbs. That's
Dobbs.
your
How
number
old is
4
he?
guy. That's your number 4 guy.
He's
3.
4th in the league. 4th year in the league.
Something like that.
But I'm saying, like, in the order of things,
Right. They are a talented,
you
more
know what? You
talented
get
team.
Matthew Golden. He was supposed to be, you drafted him like first round or something, early, or
Yeah.
not maybe top 3 rounds. He was supposed to be the guy.
No,
he,
he,
got, like,
he was first round pick.
he didn't catch a ball
Yeah.
last night. He had 2 rushing attempts. I think he got like 15 yards on like an end around. You just drafted him to be your guy, and he gets 0 catches for 0 yards.
I think
Don't get me wrong, they look good, but I think the Eagles are a
they are more talented.
They are definitely more
polished
talented.
version of the Packers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I think exactly. Like Packers defense, I don't know how.
Like
but
you
they're gonna
said,
be good.
yeah. Coaching or whatever's
Yes.
going on there.
Whatever they have going
very
on is
impressed with their
good.
defense.
They will win games they're not supposed to win. They'll be solid all year. But when it comes to the NFC Championship, what are
Who's
they going to
beating
do?
them? Yeah.
Eagles,
You
Eagles
think
by
Tucker
20.
Kraft
I mean,
is going to like drop 40 points? Like it's going to be A.J. Brown, deep ball, or Saquon running it.
Yeah.
I think bringing
if
Michael
you're double
Parsons
covering-
in, like,
That's a big
Right.
deal.
re-energized the
big
defense.
difference. Big difference.
It is. But again, Eagles, you never know about their defense. They're probably going to be good.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they lost
Defense,
a few
I
people.
mean, Eagles probably have better linebacking and defensive backcourt.
Right.
And then, I mean, their defensive line isn't that far from Jalen Carter.
No,
Sedarius.
you see,
I mean,
yeah.
they just
Until
signed
Jalen
Sedarius
Carter
Smith,
spits
who's
on
a
somebody.
They lost a
Pro
few
Bowl.
people because they
That's
got
just
bags
fair.
elsewhere.
I
But
thought
like,
Green Bay's linebackers were pretty decent. Quay Walker, Rashad Gary. I mean,
They always have good linebackers.
two solid guys.
I mean, that was one thing I wasn't expecting this year with Green Bay, like how good the defense was.
They were a
They were
lot
good.
better than I thought they were going to be.
they were
Yeah.
good last year.
They were good. Now the year before they were awful.
Absolutely
Awful.
terrible. You
Yeah.
know what? You know what got better? We got rid of that bum from Louisville.
Yep.
Jair Alexander.
Yep.
That's
what it is.
crazy.
We got that
Because every
cancer
time he
out of
played-
the locker
Yeah.
room.
No, it's because he was hurt.
Wasn't he the highest paid? Was he the highest
Yeah,
paid?
he was up there for a while.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
was, and he locked down when he played. But last year he didn't play at all, and
Yeah.
so he got
Yeah.
canned.
Where's he at now?
Baltimore.
Ravens.
Ravens
Yeah.
got him.
Change it up a little bit. What's going on with the Dolphins?
Well, Tyreek Hill has said multiple times, I don't want to be here anymore.
Tua is still concussed.
When your best player on your team says, I don't want to work for you anymore, and you force him to stay there.
He said it last year.
Yeah.
Last year he was like, I don't know if I trust this entire team. I want out.
Yeah.
And now you expect to get the ball and to be a good team.
Yeah.
Like what do you mean?
And like Burke said, he still doesn't
And-
know. He thinks he's still at Alabama.
He thinks he's right-handed now.
Statistically, if you look at it, he's getting the ball off way quicker than he ever has in his life because they're so worried about more concussions than that. He can't scramble.
Yeah.
He's getting the ball off quick, and it's like that's not what you were known for. Waddle and Tyreek Hill both made their bread from deep ball shots. He can't hold the ball longer than 2 seconds
Right.
before getting rid of it.
What are the
Deep ball shots are gone.
What's the likelihood Mike McDaniel makes it to the end of the season?
We talked about this last year
We did.
on the pod, and we were saying like, oh no, Mike McDaniel's he's good. No, I think he's done after this year if they sell out. I think if as bad as it
I think his ass is on fire
getting
right now.
beat to death by the Colts, who had to get Daniel Jones.
They made Daniel
They
Jones
made
like
Daniel
a Hall of
Jo-
Famer.
Yes, literally Daniel. It was the
It
no
was-
quarterback in history has ever led a team to score on every single drive in the game ever
Yeah.
in history. Not Brady, not
Manning.
Rodgers, Manning, anybody. No
Breeze.
one's ever done that. They made him up there,
Yeah.
and it's the Colts we're talking about.
Yeah. Like, it's
It's
not
not a
like he
super
went
team.
to a good
Yes.
team. If he would have went to, like, the Ravens or the Eagles, and then Lamar Jackson,
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts gets hurt, and now it's Daniel Jones as your starter. No, he went to the Colts.
Yeah.
Yes. And he made them look like the best team in the league
Yeah.
on your defense or whatever else you were running. And it's like, there's some major red flags there. He might get canned.
Yeah. And I think, like, his attitude doesn't help
We
anything.
can't get any worse, or like this is the worst we are. or
It
however
can
he
get
Oh, it
phrased
could get a lot worse.
It's all fun and games when you're putting up 50 points a game and beating
and
the-
playing for the playoffs.
Yes, and beating everybody to death and stuff. It's like, oh, you can play around, you can say whatever you want in press conferences. It's like
Yeah.
nowadays you get beat to death by Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
No, you're in the hot seat immediately.
Yeah.
And even if by some miracle they do make the playoffs, they ain't gonna win. They can't play in any weather that's under
That's true.
70 degrees.
Yeah, it's got to be 7 degrees. You're not winning it. You might as well they might as well not even show up. Don't even start the goddamn plane or bus.
Yeah. Well, remember that last year, whenever they went to play in
Chiefs.
Buffalo, it was like, or was it the Chiefs?
Kansas City.
Chiefs.
Yeah, he's like, the cold doesn't bother us.
It's the coldest game of the
Okay.
year.
Statistically says otherwise.
Yeah.
You haven't won a game below 50 degrees this year or in the last 5.
And could you imagine him saying that, like, right now?
Yeah.
If they were playing a cold game, somehow in September?
Yeah.
He would probably get ran out of town for saying something like that.
Oh yeah.
Well, he would blame it on the cold at that point. Like,
Yeah.
we can't play in the cold.
Oh, Lucas Oil. Oh,
Yeah.
we're in a dome.
They turned the air
come on now,
conditioning
guys. Yeah, air conditioning was too cold. We're not
It was
used to that.
62 degrees in there.
Well, you can only win at home when you heat up the opposing sideline to 100 plus 120
Yeah.
ish.
Yeah,
Yours is
120,
cool.
130
Good thing
degrees
Yours
on
is
the
80
field.
degrees. Opposing sideline's 120.
Yeah.
As
Maybe.
of right now,
Yeah.
where will the playoffs be played in January? Green Bay, freezing cold. Philadelphia, freezing cold. Who else? Detroit. Why Detroit?
They got a dome at
They got
least.
a dome.
All roads lead to Nashville, boys.
Keep
Freezing
moving.
cold in
Freezing cold.
January.
Until they get
keep
their
dreaming
dome
on
built.
that
Get
one.
our dome done.
Buffalo.
Buffalo, cold. Kansas
No.
City, cold.
Didn't they build a fake dome?
Who? Buffalo?
Yes.
No.
It's not done yet.
Yeah, it's not.
But it's a fake dome. It's not even a full one.
It's like
They still want the snow.
Yeah, they want the snow, but it's like a windless, open air.
It's something
somehow,
weird.
Somehow they
They spent several million, whatever, maybe billion, building this big old thing, and it's still not a dome. I don't
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, I don't
It
think
was like a big hole in the middle. Like
It's
just
almost like a soccer stadium. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
yeah, so like it has overlapping on the
Yes.
seats, but not on the field.
I think they almost want
They said,
the
like,
advantage.
I think they do.
scientifically wind can't
Get
penetrate
in,
the
but
field.
snow,
Still
Snow can.
yes.
Snow falls down.
You're not digging out. You're not telling season ticket holders get in here and dig out the stadium like last year.
I'm glad they left it like that though, because it's not an NFL season without a
Yeah.
2-foot
You gotta be.
blizzard game in
Yeah.
Buffalo.
You gotta be in the
you know?
frozen tundra.
I love seeing those videos when they invite fans to come
Yeah.
shovel
Literally.
the
Yeah.
snow.
Green Bay does that a lot.
And they're like they shovel snow for I don't know, maybe 10 minutes, and then the rest of the time they're just drinking and like sliding down the steps.
Yeah.
I don't know if they even shovel snow.
You know, with Buffalo, they get the average fan to do it. But in Green Bay, They get the owners to do it.
Yeah.
This the team's owned by the city.
That's true. Owned by the people. It's the only publicly traded NFL team.
Yeah.
Yep.
Probably why they suck, huh?
We just talked about how good they were. Just
Well, they
talking
had
about
He
more
just talked
championships
the
in
whole
a while,
time.
yeah.
He was.
Yeah, he's sticking to it.
But yeah, so and Chargers, we talked about them a little bit. Justin Herbert looked pretty nice. Beat the Chiefs, played on a soccer field or whatever that was in.
Sao Paulo.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Oh, yeah. that's
We need to
right.
stop doing these Brazil
Yeah.
Ireland games.
Yeah, somebody's gonna end up with their head off.
What was it? Iowa State and
Yeah.
who
It
played?
was Iowa State.
Iowa State, Kansas
Or
State.
no, Kansas State, yeah.
Like first play of the game, the best player on Iowa State breaks his foot because the field was so bad.
Yeah. Which the field down in Sao Paulo, they changed the grass. The NFL came in and changed the grass so Jordan Love don't break his knee again.
Could you imagine being such a dirtbag city? Hey, we have to come change your dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, your dirt is.
They literally planted new grass
It's really
in
dirt.
the field.
You know,
They're,
fuck,
they're
they're
probably
down.
keeping it.
Yeah.
Who else has looked good NFL wise?
Cowboys.
No, they're not.
They them boys.
All right, this is crazy, but the first thing that came to my head was Raiders, Geno Smith.
Pete Carroll.
Mike,
Yeah,
yes.
man, that's a match made in heaven. Them two, Gino and
Yeah.
Pete, are they're perfect for each
Geno's
other. They
been-
trust each other, and that goes a
Yeah.
long way.
Geno's been proving himself for years, and he just continuously gets disrespected.
Dude, I like Gino.
And Geno,
Me
yeah,
too.
exactly.
I like Gino.
Yeah.
The only thing that's going to hurt them now is Brock Bowers.
Hurt.
What kind of situation
Yeah.
are they dealing with there?
Yep.
Because best tight end in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
But-
tell you somebody who looks like absolute dog shit.
Who's
Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, that's
Bad week one performance.
Terrible.
that's like a trap game against the Browns.
Yeah, that
You
game
see
is
that on-
always tight.
Yeah, you
maybe not that low scoring, but it's always tight.
You see it on paper, and you're like, oh yeah, they're gonna beat the dog turds out of the Browns. They're terrible. Not really. Myles Garrett has owned every quarterback. If he's healthy, he
Yeah.
is going to screw up somebody.
Yeah. But I was expecting, with how much they've talked about Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase this year, I was at, a close game is what it is, but I was expecting more than 17 points.
I've never count the Browns defense just because of Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Did you get pressure on the quarterback, you change
I
everything.
mean, that's playing with two extra guys on the defensive line and just having him.
What
Yeah,
about
that's true.
the Bills comeback?
That was wild. I turned that game off.
I turned it off. I went to bed.
After my
Yeah, I did
fantasy
too.
team beat Austin, I was like, I'm good. I don't even care. Woke up.
Had to bring it up.
But yeah, after, Derrick Henry ran for 2 touchdowns, I was like, dude, it doesn't even matter.
It's over.
And then I'll wake up the next morning, check the score, 41-40.
Yeah.
Then that same bum Derrick Henry fumbled and cost him the game.
Yep.
Didn't bother my score any, so I didn't care.
Yeah.
I was hoping the Ravens would win.
Yeah.
Josh Allen's just him though. Can never count him out.
He is. Does Lamar Jackson ever win a Super Bowl having to compete against Josh Allen?
And
And
Patrick
the
Mahomes?
referees,
And,
yeah.
I'm saying, do
Good
either
luck,
of them
dude.
win against the Chiefs?
he's set up so
Right.
bad. It's just terrible.
So do you
I'd
think
be so happy with somebody other than the Chiefs.
Well, you got that last year.
That was like the second team I
No,
don't
we
think
didn't.
anybody wanted to see, though.
But
Yeah.
he was in the Super Bowl.
Well,
Yeah,
okay, in the Super
I'm
Bowl.
saying
Okay.
coming out of the AFC.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, like if it's like the Ravens or Bills,
That'd be great.
perfectly fine
Perfectly
with that.
happy with
Both
that.
of them, get them a chance
Anybody.
to compete.
Anybody.
Anybody
Yeah.
besides,
Patrick Mahomes.
yeah.
I agree with that.
Well, they won like 10 games last year by like less than a score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
It's
just
like-
squeezed themselves
dude,
in the playoffs.
And it took what, like
10
It took
controversies.
15 weeks for him to score for 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that dynasty
not
is
until
starting
last
to go
week.
down, though.
It is.
I hope. I sure hope so.
I was about to ask, do you think the Chiefs' loss in Brazil, do you think that was more the Chargers being good or the Chiefs kind of falling down?
Well, it's
some?
probably Sao Paulo refs that actually called the game fair.
I think it's more the Chiefs going down.
I think it was
Yeah.
Chiefs being the Chiefs like they were last year. They're just not getting bailed out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
And they're
getting
not
every call.
winning every game. If they didn't win every game by 1 point, I think they would have missed the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know, like by
Yeah,
one score.
their record would have been terrible.
Yes. It was terrible. Like they had to like accidentally block a couple field goals and stuff like that, and like get a couple like if you looked at the replay, they would have lost 8 games.
Yeah, I
If
think
it
they were
wasn't-
7-1 in one-score games or 8. Like,
Yes.
I don't know the exact number, but
Yep.
You know,
You get bailed out.
Travis Kelsey, he's getting up there in age. He's probably gonna be in retirement home next year.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Oh,
hope.
yeah.
He's done.
He's
next
getting
year.
married. He ain't worried about football anymore.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
ticked off, and that's
Pat-
the reason he came back.
Patrick Mahomes, he's getting not in the greatest shape. He's put on a few pounds. You know, he's
Xavier Worthy's hurt.
Xavier Worthy's hurt.
Running backs are not what they were whenever they
Yeah.
had
Yeah, I
everything going. They
I'm
don't have
not-
Tyreek Hill.
I'm not a Pacheco believer. Yeah,
No.
at all.
No,
Yeah,
Pacheco can't backpack your offense. He can help out and he can subsidize something.
You
He
can
be a good
stomp.
RB2.
You can stop on you want and act like you're like giving it your hardest, but whenever you still get 8 yards of carry, I'm not that impressed.
He'd be a
Or
good
not
running
per
back
carry,
too.
but like your breakaway runs 8 yards.
Yeah.
You can punch in the end zone.
that franchise is definitely on a decline.
Let's hope.
Watch them win the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah,
We're
watch
saying
it.
Oh,
this.
they probably will.
Episode 1, we're like, the Chiefs are garbage. Don't trust them.
Yeah,
They'll go 15-1, 17 or 16-1, whatever it be.
I don't believe in them at all.
No,
They don't
I
even
mean-
have the star players.
Yeah,
They-
You know,
they-
when we're talking
they're
about good
down two
coaching,
receivers.
they don't even have the star players.
Mm-mm.
Unless Rice comes back and Mahomes decides to knock Terry's ACL.
Right.
Heck, Kelsey heard Worthy, didn't he?
Yeah.
bum.
Kelsey also got punched in
dislocated
the,
shoulder.
in the helmet.
Did
Open
Love
hand.
seeing that.
How crazy is that to like hit somebody with a helmet on them?
Nobody wins in that scenario.
No.
Nobody wins.
Well,
You're
Kelsey looked like a little.
Little girl poon on him.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think he is. He's gotten soft.
So,
Yeah,
It's
he
very
is.
soft.
All right. We got anything else we want to talk about, Gib?
I was just going to point out the Chiefs are probably going to start out 0-2 because they play the Eagles this week.
Oh, they're
This
losing
weekend.
that.
Love that.
We're at
At
Arrowhead.
at Arrowhead.
Come on.
Oh, it's over.
That's a 17-14 win.
But
Yeah.
no Worthy, or
Yeah.
No
possibly
Rice.
no Worthy.
Ooh.
Definitely
No,
no
Yeah, who are
Rice.
they throwing to?
Andy Reid has already said there's a high possibility he did not play on
Yeah.
Sunday.
So, like, you have no receivers. What, you have Pacheco
He ain't gonna
leading
do nothing.
No.
and Kelsey? Like, those are your two
You know how
star
many
players?
pass interferences there are going to be?
Yeah,
20.
I could see this being a defense-heavy, just boring
17-14.
snoozer. Yeah, 17-14. They get bailed out by last-second field goal.
Yep. All right, guys. I think that's going to wrap up Kentucky Prime Sports Podcast, official Season 2, Episode 1. We still got the little contest rolling. Last year we finished it off with if anybody comments, you get $10. Nobody commented. So,
Come on, guys.
yeah, that would be, at this point, we got 10, 20, 30, 40, like $50 here.
I got money burning a hole in my pocket.
And we'll give
Not
it to
really.
you, whoever you are. All right. Appreciate everybody listening. Have a good night.
Go Cats.